Your request and our passion of fulfillment. Word problems for you as requested. I am Anil Kumar. Welcome to my YouTube channel and the website Global Math Institute. In this video, we are taking up word problems based on quadratic functions applications. Let me thank all the viewers and subscribers for watching my videos, posting excellent comments, and great suggestions. So, this is a suggestion from Mr. Deepak who wants to get practice on quadratic functions applications test. And for him, what have I done here is taken up questions from past test papers. Well, you'll find hundreds of such questions on my YouTube channel. It is your channel where we make videos based on your request, and therefore it's liked by many, right? So I hope you also like this approach. Feel free to share with me what you really need so that we can provide you absolutely free. We had been doing this for the last 15 years, and with your help, we are now crossing 17,000 videos on our channel, all absolutely free. And these videos make sense even today, right? They will make sense even after 10 years, by the way. Great. In case you want to learn from me directly, as I do conduct online classes, you can contact me on my email, which is globalmathinstitute@gmail.com. Believe me, I can be part of your success path. And this, what I've drawn here, indicates and is a proof or testimony for my students. Okay, great. So as you can see here, we have collection of test paper questions. We have to take them one by one very fast. In this video, we'll discuss one, and in every video, we'll pick up one of these test questions from our hat. Now, let me begin with the very first one, which is a group of students sent flowers costing $20 to sick classmate. There were four fewer students contributing than was planned, requiring each of the other to give 25 cents more. How many students contributed to the gift? Now, let me thank the teachers who make thoughtful questions based on the current situation, right? So, this was during the COVID times test paper that this question was created by one of the school teachers. As you can see, I'm showing you the contents. We have maintained exactly same wordings. Also remember, there is a note in the beginning of the test which says define variables and show all steps for full marks. So my students get 100% marks. The reason is we actually define variables and show all these steps whether it is asked for or not. So be careful, and in addition include units with a statement as a part of your solution. Perfect. So now you get it. So that is what we are going to do. And here is our very first question, which is real problem, right? And that is what friends do. A group of friends sent flowers costing $20 to sick classmate. There were four fewer students contributing than was planned, requiring each of the others to give 25 cents more. How many students contributed to the gift? So, let's begin with defining variables. When they say how many students contributed to the gift, so you say let the number of students contributed be let me write equal to x, right? Less space, so I just squeeze it in. So let the number of students contributed be x. Clear? So we are clear about it. Now it says actually 4 less. So how many students contribute? X contributed. So because this is 4 less than the actual number, correct? So we have to now see what was the actual number, right? So actual number was 4 more, right? Therefore, because of that reason, they had to pay more. Now, when the total cost is $20, then what is each person's contribution? Think about it, right? So let me write down the statement which is written. So contribution by each. So that has to be $20 divided by these X students. Correct? Now it says that it was 25 cents more than expected, right? Because 4 did not contribute, right? So expected contribution was how much? So let me rewrite this in a different ink. It was 20 divided by x plus 4, right? Because there were actually 4 more students. So how many students contributed to the gift? Only x contributed out of x plus 4. 4 did not contribute. Do you see how we have done? And because of this, each paid 25 cents extra more, right? So what is the difference actually? So the difference will be what they contributed from what they were expecting to contribute, and that is 25 cents, right? So it is 20 over x, take away 20 over x plus 4, which is, when we say 25 cents, we should convert it to dollars, right? Because the total cost is in dollars, right? So unit conversion is very important, right? So we can write 25 cents is actually equal to divided by 100, right? So 25 over 100, which is in dollars. So 1/4 of a dollar. It is good to work with fractions rather than decimals, right? Get the point? So this difference is actually everything is in dollars, right? So since we are taking cost in dollars, convert 25 cents to dollars. This could be one of the mistakes in your solution, and there is tension in the examination. So you may not get this idea and lose so many marks. So now we have a rational equation. It's because we got x in the denominator. But mind it, the test was actually in quadratic functions. So many students get confused like, wow, how come this is not a direct quadratic equation? And that's the thing, right? It's a bonus question on your test paper, very important. It has come on IB test paper, right? Now let us now see how do we solve it. Strategy to solve these questions is take a common denominator, right? So lowest common denominator, right? And you multiply by that, which in this case is 4 times x plus 4. Makes sense? Correct. So that is what we are going to do. Once you multiply, then the first 20 will get multiplied by 4 times x plus 4, right? The next 20 will get multiplied by 4x, and this number 1 will get multiplied by x times x plus 4. That is clear, right? So when we do that, what we get here is, so let's rewrite. Okay, great. So what we get here is 20 times x plus 4 times 4, right? So times 4, right? Times x plus 4. Makes sense? Minus 20 times 4 times x. Correct? So this is equal to 1 time 4x times x plus 4. 4 is already there. So multiply only with x times x plus 4. 4 gets cancelled, right? So this is equal to x times x plus 4. Is that clear to you? Now we have to bring all these terms together and solve the equation, right? There's less space for solving. So, anyway, so we'll open the bracket. 4 times 20 is 80. So we have 80x. I'm changing the ink so that it doesn't get messed up, right? So 80x. And then we multiply by 4. So 480 times 4, 320. So plus 320x, 320 minus 80x is equal to x squared plus 4x. Clear? So now we can bring all the terms together. As you can see, this 80x and minus 80x will cancel. So let's rewrite, changing ink so that you don't get confused. We get x squared plus 4x minus 320 equals to 0. Makes sense? So far, no problems, right? Now it's a very simple quadratic equation, right? Do you know why it came? Under the heading of quadratic equations. Right? This is important to understand. We are not just solving a question for you. You can have solution from any other resource, but we are trying to explain you the steps involved and clearly work on them. Well, unfortunately, I have very limited space here. I didn't think it will be taking so much. Anyway, let's now factor it. So we need product of 320 minus and sum of 4. The two numbers could be what? Well, 16 times 20 can work for us, and therefore we'll write this as bigger number being 20, right? So x plus 20 times x minus 16 equals to 0. So we get the solution. How many students contributed to the gift is the value of x. Can it be negative? No, it cannot be, right? So the only solution for this equation will be because of this factor, which is x minus 16, right? And therefore, we do get a solution that x equals to 16, right? So now we can write down a statement, right? So the students contributed, the number of students contribute, right? So we'll rewrite the statement, the number of students contribute is equal to 16. Makes sense. Exactly like this, you should be following all the steps after defining the variables and writing your answer with a statement and units. So number of students is 16. So that is one approach in which you can answer the question. But every question can have different approaches. Some of you might think, well, why not take the number of students in the class as X? That could be done, right? That could be done. So what I did here is provided the other solution to you also, right? So do you see here, we have a typed out solution for you with a variation, right? So here, let's define the variable, same problem, right? Now, in this case, what I'm saying, let the number of students in the class be x. Do you see that? In earlier solution, I was taking x as the number of students who contributed, right? Which was asked for, right? How many students contributed? Remember this part. They wanted x. So first solution was better. But if you do this solution, that is, let the number of students in the class be x, in that case, number of students who pay is 4 less. You get the idea. 4 less will pay, and therefore we'll have 20 over x minus 4 is the total amount which every student who paid had to pay. And this was 25 cents more than the expected amount, which was supposed to be 20 divided by x. That is how it was calculated. So this is natural approach to solve this question. Perfect. We'll follow the same method exactly. We converted quarter into 1 over 4 dollars, right? Quarter cents as dollar 1/4, multiplied all by 4 times x minus 4, as you can see, right? Brought the terms together, right? Canceling this, brought the terms together. And look here, we got same factored form, but It is x minus 20 and x plus 16. And here the value of x is 20, not 16. You know why, correct? You have to now write down the answer. So, what is going to be the answer? Answer will be how many contributed. So, number of students contributed is 20 minus 4 because 4 less contribute. You get the idea. So, if you start with x and you end with 20, you remember that what was asked for. So once you get an answer, it's a good idea to again read the problem and ensure that you are answering as per the requirement of the question. Otherwise, again, you could just land with half the marks, losing all of them for correct work done. So I hope you have understood the strategy and the whole idea of how, on this success path, you can actually achieve 100% marks as most of my students, I will say my students, do get. Contact us on this particular email, globalmathinstitute@gmail.com. We are really, truly global since I have students in more than 10 countries at present. Correct? You'll see many of my videos with students in different countries. Perfect. So I hope that makes sense. Feel free to contribute as usual. Send your suggestions and questions so that we can come up with another set of beautiful questions for you which make difference. Thank you for your time and all the best.